Hello. Hey, Kindred. Nobody's in here yet. So,
Right.
Kindred's here, though. Hey, Kindred.
Dude, the homies always showing out.
Yeah, no.
Yesterday in our chat, I'm pretty
Uh-huh.
sure Kalani was supposed to show up. From what
Really?
everybody was fucking saying, because everybody kept saying, hey, Kalani.
Hey, Donut. Yeah,
So I was like, I
that's
don't
cool.
know. Everybody went to ISS Con, so it's like you
I
probably
know.
would have ran into him there.
Yeah. I wanna go next year.
Me
So,
too. Me and Riley are like, we have to. Like everybody that we enjoy like speaking with, we enjoy their content, like basically
mhm.
all of our friends right now went, and it's like, well,
I
I
know.
feel so left out.
I know. Yeah, I unfortunately I couldn't. Obviously, because I would go with Josh, but
Yeah.
Josh situation, whatever, life happens. But I think next year I'll probably drive with him and Kyla
Mm,
down to that con thing. So might do
right.
that.
Yeah, I
I
think
know
me and Riley
Tommy
both
was
said so.
going, our buddy was there. What's that?
Right. Yeah, I think me and
Yeah.
Riley were like, this next year is the year that we really want to like get out of our towns, like, well, not like just get out of
Oh
our
yeah.
town, but like, like do stuff like that to get the name out there even better, and then talk to
Oh yeah.
people and actually get to see face to face people's.
I actually told Josh and Kyla, his girlfriend, I was
Mm,
like, I definitely want to do some road trip next year.
right.
Now that I have a job and it's flexible, they know what I do. They think it's funny, but
Right.
they're like in this. Like, they tell me like, don't bring anything back here, okay? And I
Yeah,
said,
I hear that a
really?
lot too.
Yeah.
Kindred, it's hot. That's all I gotta say. We're where I'm living right now. It was the most humid we've had it in the past 10 years, and it was
Mhm.
fucking terrible.
It's actually pretty decent out. Pretty decent. It's like 70 degrees. I
Yeah,
mean,
I wish. Like it feels like when you walk outside right now, it's like the wet blanket effect, where it's
oh
like
yeah.
I just walked into an oven with a wet blanket on, and it's like, what the hell's happening?
Where you from?
Michigan, but like we're experiencing like one of the highest humidity like fits that we have in the like most recent history.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
dude, Florida, yeah, I've been to Florida a few times, and I completely get it, dude. Like when you're down on the coast and you got that just dry heat too, and then the humidity comes, it's like, wow, what's happening to me? I think I'm dying prematurely.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been to Florida for a conference
Mhm.
years ago. It was actually for a conference with people with my disabilities. So
Yeah.
anyway, um, I went down there and like I would walk out the door. As soon as I walk out the door, I was in high school and sweat
Oh
coming
yeah.
out in Florida,
Oh yeah.
sweat. I was like, nope.
I used to be the type where I was like 5 showers a day because I hated sweating and I hated the feeling of sweat on me. But like I'm to the point now where I'm like, I accept it. I'll take one shower at the end of the night when everything's said and done. So it's like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah. I
stand it.
actually, yeah. So yeah, I can't do heat because it's weird because I work and where I work, I do housekeeping, janitorial work at
Mm.
my job, and like my knee actually really hurt. Like your moisture or something just make I screwed up my knee a while
Yeah,
back, so
I
but
felt that. I feel like every time like there's a lightning storm, my joints hurt. And I'm like, why is
oh
this
yeah.
happening to me? Like, is this normal?
No, it's normal. We're getting older out here, so
I don't even know what's normal anymore. I feel like the older that I've gotten, the more just off the wall that I feel like I used to be, and that I still am, but it's like, oh, that's like not even close to being as weird
mhm,
as some of the things I've seen out there. Yeah, I'm trouble.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The title is different. I was just playing around with the title.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna be able to interact with people. As
Mm,
soon as I get more and more content out there, like filming and stuff, I
yeah.
think the bulk of me filming is probably going to be next year because holidays coming up.
Yeah, the end of the
I've
year
got,
gets real busy, like
oh
real
yeah.
fucking busy. Howdy, howdy.
Oh yes. It is good. I'll send you some non-spawn, not sponsored, but I am from
Non-spons.
Massachusetts.
I'll take a sponsorship any day for some fucking Sammy Adams.
I know, right?
So
Yeah.
I'm always curious, what got you all up into the paranormal scene, and like what drove you to get into all this with all of us crazy kooks?
Well, I've actually had it like, oh, we're interviewing me on my channel. Okay, no,
I actually
no,
wasn't going into this like I'm actually pretty fucking curious.
yeah, I know. Pre-game before you live my
Yeah,
me
before
on
we
your
do the
channel.
real interview.
Yeah, the real interview. Um, but no, I actually went to. I had I had weird things happen when I was a
Yeah.
kid, and so what would happen was when I was 5 years old, I actually um, before my papa passed away,
Mm,
he was dying of cancer. He no, I think he did die, but at the time growing up, I always slept with the lights on
yeah.
because when I was a kid, you can see everything when you're a kid, and I
Yeah,
would see
100%
ghosts and
can.
shadows and lights and like I would see things and it was driving me nuts. So I just kept sleeping with the lights on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gang
hey.
gang.
But anyway, I saw a shadow shadow man in my closet,
Oh god.
and yeah, a shadow man in my closet, and he had a suit. He was a dapper man. He had a suit on.
I like
He
that
looked
dapper.
old timey, not
Yep.
Tommy. Sorry, said it wrong. Old timey, like 1930s.
Yeah,
Had
it fit the
1930s
bill.
hat on,
Yep.
huh?
Yeah, he
And
fit the bill
everything.
right
And
there.
he was an older man. And I looked at him. I was like, I freaked out. I can't really remember what my mom told me.
Yeah.
And she like, Mom, we lived in a house. It was like a ranch style house in
Yeah,
Connecticut.
yeah, yeah.
All the walls were like paper thin. I go, Mom, somebody's a man in my closet. There's a man in my closet. She kept bolting out of the bedroom and running in. What's going on? Just ripping everything in the
Just
closet,
fucking
trying to
dukes up,
see.
ready to go. Like, yo, who am I beating the
Yeah,
shit out of tonight?
yep. And um, and so just ripping things up. And she goes, Patty, there's nobody here. No, he's right there. He's right next to you. She looked over and she was like,
Stop
there's
it.
nothing in there. And I
Like,
said,
fuck.
Mom, everything, he said, everything's going to be okay.
Rest assured, the ghost told me
Imagine.
everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah, like I was just nonchalant about it. I'm like, Mom, we're going to be fine.
We're just
I'm,
gonna be completely fine. Don't worry.
yeah.
I love that though, where it's like I think almost everybody that I've spoke to has had some type of experience when they were a child. And it's like
Hmm.
you are so naive to it all and you don't know what's
Yeah.
going on and you interpret it differently than what we would now with all the perspectives that we have. And it's so genuine. Like I love those stories the most out of any of the stories that we hear.
Hmm. Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah, like
I've
my daughter right
seen,
now says shit like that to us, and it's like I don't want to quell that at all. I want to nurture that because it's like I really do think everybody has that in them. Like that
yeah,
spiritual side.
that's why, like, dead ass. I uh, I've been saying dead ass more because of Hodge
Because
over here,
dead
but dead
ass for
ass,
real is for
yeah,
real.
like dead ass. Like I used to sleep with the lights on until I was 22 because I used to see things.
Yeah.
Now
I
I
was
just
terrified of just being a kid, so I had
yeah.
to sleep with the lights on.
Oh, I still see shadows and stuff, and they like to like mess with me when I can't sleep. I
Really?
just tell
God.
them to leave me alone. Leave me alone. So
I just see things in my dreams that I think are like happens on investigations or like things, like that your subconscious might repress. That it's like, hey, that was too scary. You've seen this, so I'm gonna show you
yeah.
it when you're sleeping one day when you're ready. And it's like, I don't know. I've had some really fucking weird dreams lately, and this chat is lit.
Yeah, I feel like they're different, comes into play with when I was my title. It's like
Yeah.
I believe there's different kind of hauntings. Like
Oh,
there's
has
one.
to be.
Yeah, when you're little, when you're a kid, you see more. Um, and then there's visual hauntings and all this stuff. But here's something creepy. When my cousin Jack is now in high school. I think he's a senior in high school. But
Mhm.
when he was a child, when he was a little, I believe he was, oh God, I believe he was like 5.
Just
And
wee will lad.
yeah, a little kid. And he's on the floor and we're at my nana's house and we're, playing with his feet and stuff. He was messing around. And he goes, hi, 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 Papa, hi. And I go, everybody in the room. I asked Mark, my cousin, all looking. And hi, Papa passed away when I was,
Damn.
5. That's the same guy, like, he passed away of cancer in 89. I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
And I go, um, my aunt looked at me and I said, how do you know Papa?
Like,
And
stop
I
it.
said that. And they're like, no, I see him right there. Hi, Papa. I'm like, okay. And it's the house where Papa passed away.
That's
Um,
crazy. That's
so
fucking insane.
yeah,
And that's like I don't feel like that's made up. Like that does why would you make
no,
something up like that,
a
And
5 year
or
old
why
is
would like
not
a
gonna
five yeah,
make that.
exactly. Why would a 5-year-old make that up? What does
No,
a 5-year-old know about the paranormal and like the fucking spiritual realm like that? Like, come on.
no, no.
Yeah, like my daughter's 4 right now and she'll regularly come up to me and then be like, "Yeah, I miss Grandma Lori," which was my mom and she passed away like almost 5 years before Violet was ever born. But
Mm-hmm.
like she acts like she knows her intimately and will like show me pictures and point her out in them and stuff. And it's like, how do you know her? And it's like
Uh,
I
yeah.
truly believe that pure soul that's over there on the couch playing with all the shit she can play with
Mm-hmm.
can see things that we just cannot because of it.
And here it's weird because recently my aunt Sandy
Mhm.
passed away of cancer last October. Um, and it's weird because with at the funeral, put us to rest, whatever. And so my younger cousin, but now, mind you, my cousin Ashley and family, they live in California. They came
Yeah.
down because
Yeah, a
obviously,
long trip worth right there.
yeah. And Ashley, my mother's out there and everything. We all grew up together. Hi,
Mhm.
Chris. How you doing? So anyway, he one of the kids, Hayden, her kids, great kid.
Yeah.
Um, they're all good. Both all her kids are great, but um, he
Not to
asked
downplay that part, you know?
he he said to um one of my cousins,
Yeah.
Jenna, which is actually Aunt Sandy was her grandmother. So she's Jenna, what Allison, Allie, was they're my second cousin. So
Yeah, okay, yeah.
anyway,
Makes
confusing
sense.
anyway. So
Yeah, the family
he
lineage
goes,
is always
yeah, it's this
wild.
giant one. But he goes, who that guy that's always walking around with these guys?
Of
He's like
course.
8 years old. He's like he pointed out pretty much description a pop up. And he
Really?
goes, "It's pop up. It's pop up business."
It's not a coincidence either.
I'm
It's
like,
not.
"Hi, pop up. Hi, Michelle."
It's cool to me too because like those ages too where they're a little bit older than like 5 or 6 and like you're
Yeah,
getting closer to your like adolescent age. It's like, well, they know what the fuck is going on. Like they're not dumb or irrelevant in the world.
no,
Like they
no,
obviously are living. Like they can
yeah,
comprehend what's going on and coherently shoot it back to you. So it's like, shoot, that's so wild.
yeah.
Makes me just want to like get a GoPro and just like fucking glue it to every child's head and then just
Oh
see what
God.
they see. It's like that'd be a full-time job watching that, but like could you imagine some of it? Like there's been a few time where
Mhm.
me and Riley will sit down and be like, dude, I wish we just had like a fucking TV show crew follow us around because our lives are fucking ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah, it's wild.
Cat decided to like suck on my toe for a minute. That was really fucking weird. Why are cats the way they are? That's always been on my mind. Like they're just
Yeah.
weird. Like they're not like normal animals. They're just fucking weird.
Some. I mean, I feel like some animals. I think most animals like cats or dogs. They're more. They can always see things we can't see.
Right. They're
Uh.
more in tune too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cats. I love that.
Sometimes I have to stop my dog. She'll be like staring at something.
And you like have to snap her
Like
out
not
of it.
even move. I'm like,
Be
what are
like,
you
bruh,
doing?
bruh. Like smack her on the butt. Like, hey, come on now. You gotta get out of that hole.
Yeah, I know.
That's funny though. Do you believe that there's like some of these demons or like crazy things that people are seeing are actually spirits of animals or spirits of like other not like human being spirits, but like I guess animal spirits would probably be my best thing where it's like if I saw like a giant grizzly bear that's like taller than I am, big and burly, as a
Mm-hmm.
spirit come through, I might think it's a demon, but I would probably have to at this point with a logical standpoint go, I think that's what it is. I think we're seeing animal spirits come through.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a real thing or not. I
Uh,
want to say animals have spirits and they go off to the afterlife and could have ghosts, but I don't know.
I I will say this though. Um, when my dog, she died a long time ago, old age,
Yeah.
natural cause, whatever. And so when Candy, my little dog, little, little dog, she she actually when she passed away, my
Mhm.
mom was the one that said she saw something black that looked like candy.
Really?
Dad named her Candy, um, and because she was sweet. So
I
she
love that.
saw,
She's sweet.
yeah, no. So she starts walking around. My mom, when she first passed, my mom saw her. She was like, "I swear to God, I just saw Candy."
And you
I was
can't
like,
tell me
"It's
otherwise
possible.
either.
It's
I've
possible."
had experiences like that with like animals that have passed too, where it's like the bed feels like it kind of squishes down a little bit where they usually
Hmm.
laid. And then it's like, am I imagining this because I want it to be true? But I don't think
Yeah.
that's really what's happening because you hear so many other people have experiences like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Dude, elementals, that's another good one. I'm really glad Kindred brought this up.
Hmm.
Like I really believe that there are like these eldritch gods basically or like just these like just balls of energy that have been here longer than anything that we can comprehend. And
Yeah.
like I
Hmm.
really wonder that in some of these like haunted places like if that's like the energy that's like causing other spirits to come in and want like as like a power source or if we see something that's like demonic. I know I keep saying demonic a lot, but it's like that's such a
I
fucked
don't think
topic.
everything's demonic though.
I don't
Like
either.
I really
I
don't.
really don't. And like
Me
it's funny
too.
to make
Not everything's demonic.
it's funny to make it about demonic bullshit, but
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that there's a lot less of it this like past week in like my YouTube feeds. You know what I mean? Where it's like there was a couple of weeks where I was like, we can't get away from it. That fat sip.
Gosh. Anyway,
Come get it.
it's the Oktoberfest. Sam Adams
They
Oktoberfest.
must have just released it because
Yeah.
I can't find it yet. Yonder these parts.
Well, I'm from Massachusetts. We get them all the time. So
Yeah, I'll say they're pretty stingy about when they release it here in Michigan. They're like, we have to do it right when October's starting.
yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, you were saying. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're
You were
good. Like
saying.
I believe that like elementals to me like are a lot more realistic than demons. And that they might even be the energy source that drives spirits to places that are being haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
I don't know, like there's no I don't have a ton of evidence to back it up, but like it would make a ton of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come through on a Ouija session, you say? Do you believe Ouija boards work?
It depends on your intent.
Really?
If you're
Okay.
just
I
here to
really like
fuck
that.
around, you're gonna
No.
fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
So,
Because I
like,
really do
I
think that
don't do it. I don't
I
use
don't think
it
you need necessarily like a legit board to do it. I think you can open a portal with the intent,
more
like
than
you
anything,
said.
really.
Yeah, realistically, like if you go into something and you manifest it, like if
Mm-hmm.
I'm I like we've been saying this, me and Riley, for the longest time, is like we one day we're gonna be huge podcasters. We're gonna have a very successful channel. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
all signs are looking up for us right now to like continue this journey to hopefully making it to where we want to be. But we
Yeah.
manifest that. Like we don't ever tell ourselves, like that we're gonna stop here. It's like if you tell
Yeah.
yourself like I'm gonna communicate with something from the other side, I don't think anything can stop you. As weird as that sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, um, yeah. I don't use Ouija boards, but like I believe in different okay. Got a story for you. A few years back, speaking of portals, a few years back, my mom doesn't believe in all that stuff, and the mirror and the mirror go together. It's like, oh, you can see the back of your head. It's fine. And
Just let it happen.
no, it's that when you come in here, you can look to make sure you whatever. I'm like, no, man, that's not how it works. And so she was dead set on putting the mirror right in. Here's where the bathroom sink is. Mirror
Yeah.
right there. She wanted to put a mirror right across from it. I go, Mom, what are you doing? She's like, what?
Oh, what
I
do you
can
want
just
from
see
me?
that. I'm like, Mom, no. You want to cause a portal in this house? And
You want to bring something you're not ready for on?
and it's like, fine, all right, fine, stupid idea, whatever. So,
Yeah, I tried mirror scrying one time and I had a very wild experience because I didn't I was like I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I have no idea what the fuck is supposed to happen, and I'm just gonna fucking do it. And I watched myself in the mirror for it felt like 25 minutes.
mhm,
I think real time it was 25 minutes too, and it was like, wow, I watched myself like literally change into a different person, and I don't know how or who or what the fuck was happening. And it's like,
mhm,
it is my mind doing what it's doing, but at the same time, like, does it correlate with the stuff that's happening to us? I don't know. It could have for sure.
mhm. Yeah,
Brains are fucking weird. That's all I gotta say.
I know, I know. But it's weird because when I talk about things, it's weird because my mom knows what I see because she's seen it with me. Some really weird shit happen. For instance, of all places, we went to Home Goods. Not supposed to be haunted at all, right?
Yeah.
The Home Goods store. I don't know if
Just your
y'all have
local
that there.
grocer
Home Goods is more of is like
to
a
furnish.
home decorative store,
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay. I like a decor store.
It's decor kind of store kind of
That
thing.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and so before they renovated it, because I actually said something that freaked out the people there, so they renovated it. Here's why. because weird shit was happening, and I dead serious, kid you not, shit you not. This was like few years, but I don't know how to explain this, but in one section it was all these kid toys. Oh, one there was this rocking chair. It wasn't. It was not.
What?
It was not motorized or like whatever. It was just a regular rocking chair. So I peeked around the corner and I
What?
saw it rocking back and forth by
What the
itself.
fuck?
And I'm like, wait, no, this is not. No,
Like this
this is
can't be
not happening.
happening. Like it
And
can't
then
be
it
doing
stopped.
that.
And then it stopped. Then it stopped. I'm like, okay, that's weird. And I go to my mom. I go, mom, you gotta see this. She's like, what? What's going on? It's rocking again.
No shit.
I'm
Dude, I
like,
love that.
mom. We have to. We went. We went to the front desk. This is why they renovated everything, because we went to the front desk and said, "Is your place haunted?" Because there was a rocking chair that was rocking on its own, and like month after that, it was renovated.
We're
They're
gonna
like,
wash our hands of this now. I don't want
yeah, yeah,
anything to do with it.
and
Like,
like
dude.
mirrors. Sorry, mirrors were falling down by itself.
Really? See,
They're
dude,
by
there's
themselves.
no
My mom
fucking
picked.
way.
They're by themselves. Like there's a section of mirrors, and then they like she would be walking by. One time there was the other person, customer, just standing there looking around. And all of a sudden it
Yeah.
just fell. And me, my mom, and the customer were like, "What the fuck just happened?"
You're like, what the fuck is happening now? What do we do? Like, I can't.
I,
I'm
this
confused.
must have been like 10 years ago, man. I was just wild.
I
I'm like,
love
this
that though.
cannot be right.
I the amount of times that I've walked into a place that has supposedly been haunted and then walked out with more questions than I've had any answers like actually given to me when I'm looking for them is fucking astonishing.
This place wasn't known to be haunted, though. It's a
It just
new
happened to
property.
be haunted.
It, I don't know. Which brings me to my point is that, it's probably residual haunting because,
Yeah.
the land or whatever. Who knows?
Yeah, limestone, I really do believe in the limestone theory where it's like you imprint energy into the places that you reside or there how many fucking billions of people are on this earth? You can't
Mm-hmm.
tell me that not a few of them are going to imprint energy places because they cared
Yeah.
so much about certain things or places. It's almost inevitable if you ask me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like wild. It's like I feel bad for my mom.
Wild.
I feel bad for my
I
mom because
would.
she's not seeing all the crazy shit with me. She's like,
Did she want it
okay,
though? Was she cool with it or was she like
no, no. Like
uh-uh.
one time we went to a doctor's. We went to the hospital late at night. It's a long story. And then on the way home, it's been like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Driving back home, a lot of weird shit was happening. And then a couple of days after that, weird shit started kept happening around me. And she's like, "Patty, I'm staying away from you. You stay there. Weird shit's happening with you. I don't know what it is."
That's
She's like,
fucking wild.
I'm like,
Said,
okay, mom, calm
Holy
down.
Mother Mary and Joseph, fuck off. I don't want that.
No. She's like, okay.
Dude, that's crazy. I mean, for me, it's like growing up, my parents never really spoke about paranormal stuff to us. We would watch Ghost Hunters together, like occasionally. And then one day,
Oh,
my
they
dad
believe it. My
really, yeah,
parents
one
believe
day
it.
my dad like this is after I started the podcast and like I was
Mm-hmm.
already experiencing things myself. And he was just like, actually, me and your mom had the craziest experience at your Uncle Mike's. He doesn't have that house anymore. And I was like, well, shut the fuck up and say no more. Like, continue. And he's like, yeah, we would go over there and they had like this stuffed frog that no matter where you put it in the house, it would end up in the exact same room as them every fucking
Mm-hmm.
night. They said that there was an old gentleman that lived there and he died in the sunroom and
Okay.
that was his favorite spot in the house. And like in Michigan, and in Florida, the sunrooms are pretty much the same because it gets just as high. And I'm sure too where you like where sunrooms are like where you're at
Mm.
too, like where it's
It
just
gets hot
glass
up here too.
basically. Yeah, we're literally it's just glass. Like there's no fucking insulation. There's no reason for it to be warm. Well,
Mm,
Michigan gets like -10 some nights and like with the wind chill and everything. Well, my uncle never heated this room. And where this gentleman died, it would stay 70 degrees. Even if he would vent everything, like take the vents and put a piece of wood in front of it, it would stay 70 in that room. Only because homie kept it 70 year round no matter what. And it's like, whoa, that's weird. And then it gets even more fucking wild because he said when my dad was staying there, he told me about when he was like going to bed, he heard what sounded like somebody walking up the stairs. And then
mhm,
he heard all the faucets turn on in the bathroom. And then he was like, what? It's fucking nighttime. Nobody should be awake right now. Everybody said they were going to sleep. So he let it go for, like an hour or something. And then finally he was like, I have to go check on this because nobody's getting up to turn it off and it's been going for a long time. So he
mhm,
said he walked down the hallway, like creep factor on 10 because everybody's sleeping when he's peeking into rooms. And he's like, what the fuck is happening right now? He said he got to the fucking bathroom, like shut everything off, did the whole horror movie where he pulled the blinds away from the shower and nobody was in there. But then when he went back into the room he was staying, the entire window outside was covered in black flies.
mhm.
And it's like, what the
Wow.
fuck? Like, and then not only that, in the winter time, they had all the doors locked and they went to go Christmas shopping. When they
Mm,
came home, they found their dog that like they had left at home in the house, dead in the street. Well, there was no tracks leading away from the house. There was no tracks whatsoever, actually. And then all the windows and doors and everything were still locked. No idea how the dog got outside or dead
What
in the
the fuck?
street. Yeah, and then there was a tricycle in the neighbor's yard across the street. That bitch would end up in their fucking living room. Like the spirits were just fucking with him, is what it seemed like. And then when my uncle ended up selling that house, he said that not only did it happen 3 different times, but like the people that were buying it would come back to him and be like, "We don't want this house, it's haunted."
Mhm. Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
that's pretty intense, and that's something that I was never expecting my dad to ever bring up to me. And it's like, see, even the most skeptical people can have the most crazy experience,
Hmm.
and you never know it.
My aunt Sandy, be a year before she passed,
Mm,
God rest her soul,
right,
she actually said to me, she doesn't believe in all that, but just be careful and whatever. But not, she doesn't believe it. But now she's passed, she understands.
right.
She come to visit me, quick hi. At first, she wasn't sure. I feel like she wasn't sure how to do it just yet because she's watching her husband, my uncle Richard, my great uncle, um, uh, my my nana's brother-in-law, his wife passed away.
Yeah,
So, um, yeah, and it was weird, it was interesting. She's not a ghost. She's a spirit. She's just,
yeah.
there, with,
I
you know,
almost wonder too, like these spirits that we like, these intelligent spirits. I almost wonder if they have figured out how to pass on through the veils, so it's like they can come and go as they please.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it's like
yeah.
if there is an afterlife that is like a heaven sort of place or like a second place to this existence that we would go, I guess, if you look at it from like the religious standpoint. Well, then I would think that they would be able to transcend back and forth.
Hmm.
We don't want $200. What the fuck is this? Chat's
Who
over
took
here
what?
saying, yeah, wait, what?
For what? You mean $20? You mean 20? I mean for a
200.
beer? Really, bro?
I'll take $200 worth of beer. That sounds
Oh
lit.
shit!
I don't think I'd be able to drink it all in like one sitting
No,
whatsoever.
no.
I recently just got done with a bachelor party where I think
Oh
I've
yeah, you were
been,
talking about that.
dude, oh my fucking
How
god.
was it? How was it?
We got them dogs in us, is what I figured out.
Oh.
Like, oh my god, like the entire weekend was crazy. Like when we pulled up to the house, like everybody was like already in such a good mood. They had already made tons of food. Like everybody was doing their own thing, jamming, playing pool, drinking. And this house was immaculate. Like the house
Mm,
itself actually probably was like a $500,000 house. Still super fucking nice. It was all like fake wood inside. And then the best part was when you walked outside on either side, he was out on the bluff of this like this little lake right there, and the
mm,
water wasn't even 15 feet away on either side. So it was like everywhere you went, you're surrounded by the lake. Like it was so nice. And like all of the boys that went were just they're the best. Like everybody was like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you guys in so long. It's time to reminisce." And then the amount of memories that we made while we were doing it too. Like had a bird fly through a window while we were driving back
Oh,
from
Jesus
golf and
Christ.
almost KO'd two of us. That was nuts. And then we ended up going over the Mackinac Bridge at midnight. Riley drove us across the bridge to go gamble at the casino, and I lost a bunch of money.
Yeah, bunch of
It was
drunk
it was
dudes.
a wild time. I had so much fun. I'm making a
That is
video out
awesome.
of like the footage that I do have. It's probably gonna be more like a music video, and I don't want it to look stupid, so I'm like trying to
Yeah,
do my best. But I also have like 3 other investigation videos to work on too. So it's like, fuck.
cool. Cool. Nice. Well, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick and I'm gonna grab another beer. Um, so is that okay?
Yeah, you're fine. What do you mean? No, you can't do that.
Oh, I gotta grab a beer and I need to
No, you're
use the
fine.
bathroom. Alright,
I'll
man.
I'll entertain chat.
Yeah, entertain for
No, you guys, you don't even know how fucking crazy that bachelor party was, though. Like, brother dog was 100% the motto. Everybody's that brother dog, and we have that dog in us. Oh, I can shout out a little bit about what we're doing tomorrow. That would probably be a good time to do this. So, y'all like boats? Y'all like podcasts? Y'all like what we're doing right now? Well, me and Riley are going to be live or pre-recorded live. Depends on what the internet does for us while we're out on there. But we going to do what's a brother dog? We're going to do live readings of scary stories on a boat tomorrow night at, I think, like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock probably. But what is a brother dog? It is a boy, a friend, a homie, a brother, a dog, a brother dog. Brother dog. That's a brother dog. All right, brother woman. If you got that dog in you, you got that brother dog in you. I don't know. I'm gonna get beat up by a 4-year-old. Can you do me a favor? Ow. Will you bring me some popcorn and don't hit people? That brother dog. Bring me a handful of popcorn. No, I can say brother dog all I want. Guys, don't have children. They're terrorists. I negotiate with the terrorists on the daily. But it is nice when I ask her to grab me stuff and she does. Thanks. I mean, if you have big hands, yeah. But you have tiny hands, Violet. Put an extra O. You gotta put an O in that. Oh my god. Children. That brother dog. The Chris is that brother dog. Cash App is that ish though. What I really want to do is make like a Kickstarter and then fund a whole trip to go investigate somewhere where I can't afford to go right now. That sounds nice. Bruh, ain't nothing wrong with pimping. That PIMP. You gotta get that pimp walk down though. That's the key. If you're gonna pimp walk, you gotta lean back, grab your pimp cane, and you gotta just swagger. Swagger. That's the way to do it. At least that's how I've always pimped my girls out. Cause you know, Haji, you my bottom bitch. Y'all want to hear me sing a song? An extra from The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead is so underrated. I think honestly the first couple of seasons were by far the best, and then afterwards it was like better, but like it's hard to do like 13 seasons and still make it interesting. Oh
Oh, I'm
my
back.
god. You back?
I am back.
We just had a full on rap sesh.
You what?
We just rapped. Me in the
Oh,
chat the
right.
whole time we were rapping.
Nice.
I told him to spit me a beat.
Nice. Alrighty. Josh, are you coming up or not?
Better.
He said he was tired today, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna push him.
I mean, I might. I might
Yeah.
get my horn out if he does.
Yeah. So a little off topic, but
Mm.
we did our first live stream. No, not live stream. That's a
Yeah.
lie.
Your
Podcast.
podcast.
Podcast, not live stream. We've only been doing this for how long? Anyway,
Right.
it's funny because it's a little cringy. Cause
I dude felt that though. Our first couple episodes sounded like we were underwater and it was like robots were sticking fingers up our asses.
because it's unlike us to stay on topic. Most of us,
ADHD
most of our
brain
live
happens
streams.
so much more than you know. Like me and Riley will sit down and we'll try to do a topic and then
Uh-huh.
we'll both kind of look at each other and just be like, I'm not feeling it, like tangent time. And we'll just start talking about something and then somehow we'll end up on just like how the cosmos and black hole energy is like big dick energy or something. And it's like, how did we get here? We were talking about Bigfoot.
That that's like us. It's like it. But I told him yesterday. I'm like, it's not like we've started YouTube for this first time ever. We've been here for a hot
We're
minute.
seasoned
Why is
vets.
this so weird?
It because it's a new thing. Because that's how
Yeah.
me and Riley felt super like green when we started doing true crime stuff. Like the first ever true crime episode we did for the
Uh,
podcast, we were both like, I don't know if this is gonna go over well with people. I know people like true crime, but I don't know if they're gonna like
mm,
how we did our take on it. And then it did well. So it's like, hey, like all you have to do realistically is do what you enjoy. Like no matter what,
yeah.
if people want to listen to it, they're gonna listen to it. That's what me and Riley had to figure out the longest time ago was even if it's content that you don't think is great, somebody
Mm,
might find it great. Even if you're
yeah.
critiquing yourself so hard that you don't think what you did was good enough, even though it probably was great and you're just being too hard on yourself. Yeah, it's
Mm,
somebody's perspective on it for sure. And there's been many a time where somebody has approached me and been like, I really like the way you said this and like you gave me another perspective on it that I would never have thought
mm.
about. And it's like that's what really gets me in my feely chords where it's like fuck.
Yeah, I think me and Josh have to talk about like I feel like stuff that we know
Yeah,
probably
I
because
always go way out of my top my like I'll
yeah.
know something and I'll be like, but I gotta be an expert.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, so
So what
what
topics and stuff are you guys trying to talk about on this pod? Like, is it just gonna be like a weekly thing, a monthly thing, or
well, yeah, I just thought to check. What the hell is
big
everybody
dick and
talking
cosmic
about?
black hole? Yeah, because it's like that. You're getting fucked by big
Just
black energy and the black vastness that is like dark matter in space.
ooh, wow,
We're gonna. Its name is dark matter, and the black hole. We'll
it's
call that
Josh's
Uranus.
butthole.
It's on the backside of Uranus.
Yeah, I want to throw stuff. Yeah, hold on.
I gotta clean the bottles up. Otherwise, I'm gonna knock them all over, and then we're gonna have a hell of a time later. Cause, bruh,
That's great. Yeah, we got a lot of breweries up in Boston up here, so
I'd believe it. That's one place that I do want to visit sometime. Is like go up to
yeah.
like Boston, Mass, and just like be a mass
I
hole for
live
a
outside of
weekend.
Boston, Mass. I live in the Metro West area,
Yeah,
so
I've
literally,
always wanted to go catch a Bruins game and like watch the Bruins play the Wings or something.
oh
Like
yeah.
that'd be fun as shit.
Do you like the Red Sox?
I mean, like I'll tolerate them, but like I'm a Tigers fan through and through, and the Tigers are fucking awful.
Oh,
My soul. I'm a
as long as you
Pistons fan,
don't
a
like the
Lions
Yankees,
fan, a Red
I'm
Wings
good.
fan. It's all of our sports teams are fucking god awful.
I like college football. I'm not necessarily a fan of pro football.
It
college
does it for
football
me. I'm
every
also a
freaking
degenerate.
Saturday.
Like, I'll
Huh?
gamble. Like, I sports gamble quite often, so it's like, I
Oh,
might be a degenerate. I don't know. Gambling is fun. Don't fucking do it, though. I'm telling you right now,
no,
don't fucking do
no,
it.
no, know your limit. Know your
Yeah, no,
limit.
I've never, like
Like,
I right now, all time in the past 3 years of gambling, I'm up, like, a grand right now. So it's like, I'm doing
oh,
well, but that is not how it goes for a lot of people.
ooh, it's Josh's birthday coming
Oh,
up.
it's daddy's
Happy
birthday
birthday.
Saturday. Daddy
Hey,
Hodge.
Joshy Poo.
How old is my daddy turning? I wanna know if I'm an old
24.
daddy. No,
He's
I don't
20.
wanna be old daddy. It's always funny to know that everybody that we've interviewed basically on the channel, outside of just a select few, have been younger than us. Where it's like, Jesus
I must
fucking
be
Christ,
older than
dude.
you.
Well, that's the thing though, is how long have you been doing the YouTube paranormal and all of
4 years.
this?
4 years.
That's about how long we've been doing it too. So it's like, yeah, we're those new age fangled old fam that are in it doing it.
Unfortunately I had to delete my old channel due to
Lots of
reasons unrelated.
convoluted bullshit. We'll go with
Yeah,
that.
polluted bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm happy I did that now. At first I was telling Josh like I
Hey, dude,
regret it,
fresh
but
starts
now
are
I'm
the
like
best.
I said now I look at it, I'm good. Like
Yeah.
Josh was
You're
one of
doing what
the
you want now without that pollution and
yeah.
bullshit. Like, that's where
It,
I'm at, where it's like with me and Riley starting it when we felt like we were comfortable enough to do it was the best time. Instead of just trying to
oh
put
yeah,
something out there and getting all that flack and bullshit, it's like, no, we came correct. And that's what it's like, that's kind of what it takes sometimes.
yeah. And unfortunately it is. But Josh and I have continued to talk, and I talked to Kyla, his girlfriend,
Yeah.
my friend too, obviously. And so, like, he was
Nuh-uh.
one of the first few people to like be there when I got back.
Yeah,
So
be like, hey, let's get it going again.
yeah,
Like that
no,
fire's still
he
cooking.
was more like take your time, take your
Yeah,
time.
like don't jump too deep because if you overwhelm yourself, you're gonna hate
Yeah,
it. Because
pretty
that's where
much.
we were at, where it's like if we go too hard right away, it's like fighting or swimming. You
Yeah,
cannot go 100% right away until you're like confident enough that you're making it to the point you need to. Otherwise, you're gonna burn yourself out way too quick.
yeah, yeah. I'm happy I did it though. I
Yeah.
found out who my real friends were. So
That's the crazy part too, is like you
yeah,
never really understand until like the culling. Is that's the best
yeah.
way to do it too, is where it's like when I had a kid, a lot of people that I didn't realize in my lives were just like not fair weather because that's not fair to say it, but like like they did their ideals and stuff didn't line up with mine at the time. And how many people really stuck around when, like things were the way they were. And like it's always crazy to see the number of people at the end of the day that really do care and they'll stick around.
Hmm.
And it's like those are the true ones that you need to keep.
Yeah.
And there's always a select few. And I think really me and Riley got unbelievably lucky with our friend groups because I know personally me, like I have a very large friend group from high school and even before that in elementary school. And then all the
Hmm.
friends that I made from hockey and now this. And it's like, oh shit. Like we're eclipsing like 30 people here and it's gonna get hard on names for a while.
No, no, you're not, Donut. There's a lot of people that watch others and they don't.
And
They
don't,
have
yeah.
it. It's
Dude,
fun.
there's like a stopper in some people that are just like, I'm too nervous to do it. Like I
Yeah.
was at first, I really didn't want to do the whole camera stuff. And then finally I was like, okay, I'm feeling a lot more confident with who I am. Like
Hmm.
I got all tatted up and pierced up, and I was like, I don't feel ugly anymore, even though I never
Yeah.
was. But it's like the confidence thing is a big one. Because I
Yeah.
don't think I would ever have done this had I not like just believed in myself. And I think that's where a lot of people do lack too, is where it's like if you give yourself the chance and the opportunity to do it and you take it instead of just
Hmm.
squandering it and letting your emotions run that part of it, it's like you're gonna miss a lot of really fun opportunities that you might really love. The content
No,
from my apartment. The
no,
OnlyFans.
no. No, I like, for instance, donut. When I first started, before the paranormal, my other channel, it was during Rona, the pandemic, and
Yeah,
I was bored out of my goddamn mind. And here's how I did: I just filmed with my phone, like
yeah,
talk about like advice stuff and inspirational stuff, and then I met some people. I met some other YouTubers, hung out with them. So I started to do paranormal. I had a video. I literally did an investigation in my backyard during the day, in the wintertime when there's snow.
dude, I love
Then
that though.
and that's how desperate I was. I just had to get out somewhere. It was more like for me. It was
Right.
like an outlet. It was like an outlet for me. So.
Yeah. And what's nuts to me too is like I was always terribly afraid to like make a fool of myself making videos and stuff like shorts, like say like Snapchat or Instagram reels or like just stuff like that. Like I was always like, I'm gonna make an ass of myself, people are gonna make fun of me, and then I'm gonna lose the credibility and the respect that I want. And then I started thinking about it and I was like, no, if somebody's seeking this out, they're enjoying it. So then when I made my TikTok, I was like, somebody's gonna take the time out of the day to watch these TikToks that I'm making and maybe find them interesting, maybe not, I don't know. And then it went from being like 200 people for the longest time to like, I don't know, I'm almost at like 1800 now, and it's like that's insane. It's
Mhm.
insane to think that people, you like, from the beginning I never thought anybody would ever want to watch this or listen to me or watch me, and it's like, what the hell? It's like, take that plunge, try it. It's like doing a
Yeah.
cold bath. You're
Yeah.
like, in your mind you're like, this is gonna suck, it's awful, I don't want to fucking do it, but then you do it and your body feels amazing and you're like,
Oh
oh, this
yeah.
actually was super helpful.
Hmm. And that's why I like live streams sometimes because I get to interact with people.
Ooh,
I like
yeah.
that's why I like it. Um, but you know, I what was I going with this?
The ADHD brain kicking in.
Yeah. I was thinking about something else about work
I
tomorrow,
like when
but I'm
you like
like,
look away and you see something and you're
hold
like,
on,
oh yeah.
wait. I have I have ADD, man. Oh my god, I got some stories for you later. But
Mhm. The ones that can't be said on stream.
no, it's interesting. Weed is legal here in Massachusetts, so like it just calms me the hell down. And I smoked some yesterday, so I'm just like, no, I'm
I
no
like when
true
you can
that.
slow down after, like, because that's what happens to me a lot is like, I feel like life is just going at a breakneck speed and I'm missing so much. And it's like some days I really, really want to just like stop, appreciate everything, take
Yeah.
everything in for what it is, because that's what it is. Like I appreciate all these little things where it's like I walk outside after a hard rain. It's like, take that deep breath, smell that
Mm-hmm.
air, like just feel it, because it's not like every day you walk outside and you get that. Like I don't know, it's that stuff for me that really makes me feel like appreciative of being able to live this life.
Oh yeah, totally. And it didn't, ties in with YouTube too. You have to
Oh
like
yeah.
find a balance of having time for yourself, your
Hmm.
friends at home, your family,
Yeah.
and everything. So.
Yeah, that's the toughest part is like with editing too now, and wanting to make the best content that I can. It's like, oh, once like baby and mom go to sleep, like I'm gonna be up real fucking late 1 and 2 nights this weekend, and I'm gonna really break it down and try to get it done. So that way the next couple of weekends coming forward after that, it's like we can either do investigations or I can actually just sit back and be like, yo, let's go to Frederick Meyer Garden and watch the butterfly exhibits and shit. And it's like, whew. And then even at work, I find myself like, oh my god, I have to be on social media at least a little bit during the day just to be
Hmm.
able to like keep everybody like, I don't want to say interested, but like involved, because it's like as soon as
Yeah,
you lose engagement like that, I feel like that's when you start losing traction.
yeah, and it's wild because at the time my old channel, I would get like um the more I did live streams and videos and stuff,
Mhm.
consistency, like my my subscribers go by fast. I'm like me being like,
Yeah.
whoa, what's happening? What's happening?
You're like,
Like, what's going
dude,
on?
what the
What,
fuck?
what is going on here?
That's how me and Riley were feeling about our Asher Walton video. It's only been out for maybe like a week now, I think. Maybe a week today actually, and it already surpassed the number of views that the Indian burial ground video has. And it's like both of us are like shitting our pants because it's being recommended on a ton of different stuff, and it's like this video right now is probably gonna be the one that gets us to our first 1,000 view video.
Hmm,
And the
that'd be
fucked up
cool.
part is, like, I'm super mad about it because it's like, it's a great video. We caught great evidence, but it's not the finished version that should be uploaded. It's in
Hmm,
2K, not 4K like I had recorded it, and it's
okay.
all rendered wrong because I fucked up when I put the first version up there, and I was going to do it the day of, and I rewatched it back, and it was a version that I had uploaded had missing audio parts in it. And I was like,
Ooh.
"Oh, no."
Hmm,
I was like, "I have to take this down and put another one up." And of fucking course, it didn't render in time, and we missed the deadline or the release time, but we got
hmm,
it out. And of course, like, it got out and it was dumbed down because I was like, "Put it out in 2K, get it out now." We fucked up, we have to get it up.
hmm.
And it's like, God damn it. Now it's hot fucking cakes right now and it's flying off the shelves, it feels like. And it's like, man, I feel like it could be doing better because I
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah, and Josh is working on my video, the SK Pearson
Yeah.
that's coming out. Um, and I I'm like a rookie all over again with the camera,
Yeah.
and it's embarrassing.
Because
I
it's
love the
hard to
guy.
take
He's
yourself out of investigating and camera work. That's one thing that me and Riley constantly talk about with each other is like, we have to be on point with the camera work because we want it to look good, but like, don't don't let that get in the way of being a good investigator too.
yeah, it's like some of the video is blurry, some of it's not.
Mm.
I don't know. Like I haven't used this camera in a hot minute,
Yeah, our
so
audio is fucking terrible, and we need to get new hot mics. So it's like, fuck. Like they're like, you know what I mean? Like no matter where you go or what you do, you're gonna encounter something. That's how I always
yeah,
feel.
exactly. Yeah,
Like there's never been an investigation where we didn't run into some type of technical, like, I have to figure this out and fucking work around it, and I don't want to do that.
yeah. And I saw some of the clips be on my computer, and
Mhm.
my camera was down here, and I was almost pointing at everybody's belly. I'm like, what the hell?
What am I doing? My thing for the longest, the first couple of videos, we just scrapped them too. Even I was a
Yeah.
shoe guy. Apparently, like feet, they got me. I loved feet because I would just literally record people's fucking legs and their feet. And I was like, what am I doing? What was I recording? What is your craziest moment during an investigation? My craziest moment probably would have to be at the Asher Walton house recently when I saw like I legitimately think I saw my first like thick shadow person walking or like quick walking through the house and like in the hallways because I had never actually seen with my own eyes a shadow person, but it was like, what the fuck?
Mhm. Yeah, I haven't I I've seen things, I've heard things, not really um but I will say I I was riding on this bus sort of thing,
Yeah.
and I I was doing riding on this transportation. It's hard to explain. I'll explain it later. But we were driving by this really large graveyard during the day,
Yeah.
and just driving by. It's a ride transportation for people with disabilities. Don't drive; they drive you door to door. Anyway, so I'm with this driver. I'm sitting in the back,
Mhm.
and I'm looking at the graveyard. Like it's weird. Now that I've been to a couple of graveyards at night, I don't have a lot of fear. anymore, that much anymore.
I
But
never really got it to begin with. Like nothing really ever got to me enough to where I was
no,
like, I'm spooked.
yeah. But I was looking this way. I was looking at the gravestone. All of a sudden, I saw this man, dapper man, with
Dapper.
1930s, 1940s hat, uh, a suit, like black suit, black pants,
Yeah.
and a black tie and a white shirt, like during the day.
Mm.
And I had to look back. I was like, wow, what did I just? The driver behind me was looking at like, what the fuck is this kid on? What the hell?
I'm like,
He
what
was
kind of
looking at me.
sativa is that?
I was like, whoa, that was so cool. I just saw a full body apparition. He was like, what the fuck? During the day. I was like, wait a minute. I thought that was cool.
That is really fucking awesome though. See, like when we went to the Mouth Cemetery and we caught the full body apparition of that person, I would say
Mm-hmm.
either dapper young lad in like a trench
Yeah,
coat
Josh,
like
come up.
feel, or I would have to say like dapper young lady in a very nice Victorian dress. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, how do you explain stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't think you can. I think at this point, like everybody knows that paranormal stuff is real. I just don't think people love to admit it. And yeah,
No.
come up, pop
Josh,
up,
you bitch
pop
ass.
up,
Get you up here. I sent you the link.
pop up,
Pop up.
pop
Pop
up.
up.
Come up, bro, pop up. It's Fight Club. We don't talk about
Stop
it.
being a bitch ass and get up here.
Stop being a bitch ass. Love that.
It's a joke. We don't mean
No,
it.
I know. There's absolutely no butt
No.
hurting here.
No.
I at this point when I hear people talking about there being like bad blood in the paranormal community and like people like fighting with each other, I'm like, where? Who? There is not a single fucking person that I've encountered in this community that I don't like or that I haven't, like had some like a respect for, I guess is the best way to say it.
My old channel, I had like 600 subscribers,
Mhm.
and I met Josh through Nubs when he was sharing them out
Good old
on
nubs.
Twitter. He only had 50 subscribers.
Really?
That's when I met Josh. He was just a newbie. He was
Dude,
new into paranormal.
it's
He was
crazy.
new.
See, me and Riley only have 300. So, and like people, like a lot of the people that we've had on right now are like 2K plus, like subscribers and shit. Yeah, Josh the bitch ass.
Oh,
That bitch ass.
the camera's weird.
The camera isn't that weird.
It's usually about about a foot over here, but it's
I
up.
can never keep a straight face with him. I can't.
You know what would be sexy? To see your hands all up in it and just like maneuvering it. That might be a good shot. Yep, Daddy Hodge right
What's
there.
up, you fucks?
Man,
Wow.
that sweet chin music looks so good.
Don't mind.
can't
Oh
rotate
god, I don't need
there.
to show the screen.
He said, "Oh God, oh God."
I don't need to show the screen of the screen of the screen.
Bro, Inception level, would be great. Inception's real.
Oh,
Oktoberfest.
cheers.
I got an
There
empty
you go.
That means I don't have to get up, and I'm not getting up yet.
Yeah,
It's all right.
Josh is like my little brother. I have to look out for. So,
That creates a portal. I know, right?
oh, what?
Portals are real, okay? Portals are real.
Yeah.
Do you think that us talking about ghosts in an interdimensional digital web will create digital web ghosts?
Like Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chain.
Exactly. Yes, that is what inspired me. Bro, I grew up on that. That's the best.
Oh, that's a goat. That's a goat movie.
That's classic.
Zombie Island, another one.
No, super
mean-
classic.
Can't get past. And the original TV show. I mean, can't get past.
No, you can't. Even like Courage of the Cowardly Dog. At this point, like I'll show my daughter it, and she's like, "This is really cool." It's like good. This is what the kids need in their
That's
lives.
what I wanted to hear out of your mouth. I'm glad you said that. Just in denial, dude. Why would you not want the afterlife to exist? Don't be a
Exactly.
bummer, right?
I had the deepest thought last night when I was going to sleep, where I was like, Man, what is the afterlife though for real? Like, let's break it down.
Okay, this might get a little. Oh well, it's not. I have something. Has anyone ever like laid in bed when you're trying to go to bed, and then that was redundant. When you're trying to go to sleep, and um, and thought about like, dude, I'm gonna be dead one day.
Yeah, dude,
Like that's
fuck
screwed up, and then
No.
you're like, and then like your stomach,
crisis
like
mode.
it like falls into your chest, like your heart
Yep.
drops, and you're like, but then you're like, wait, but I believe in ghosts. That's my backup. That's my backup. That's my
That's
safe
my
space.
backup,
That's my
bro.
safe space, dude.
That's the cloud. That's where we know the cloud is real. I
That's
believe
my
it,
safe
though.
space.
I
Digital
definitely
Egregore does sound like a bitchin' album title.
does it not though? Damn.
Digital Egregore. Damn, that
What's-
sound that
what's our
actually goes
band name
hard.
gonna be though?
Bleeding
Bleeding Apocalypse.
Well, I mean, we can send it into that. That's fine.
Oh fucking god, that's hilarious. But I truly do believe.
I don't think that. I just know where I'm going. But
Oh no, Pecker
whoever the hell
Nats.
wants to follow me, come on up. If you don't, well, go ahead, man.
If you want to follow Patty into her insane cult, join panel right now.
No.
Otherwise, you're
that's
shunned.
That's not
And
what I said. What I
Join the
asked when I
cult.
get old and gray.
Join the cult.
one of us.
One of us.
Your initiation is $5. If you'll get $5 if you join the cult.
No.
That's your-
you.
Your annual salary is $5.
And then what you receive is a spanking.
Cult or a cult? It's a cult about the occult,
It's a cult about you.
and it's called Patty's
Patty.
Patty's Posse. Not to be confused.
Whoa.
No,
That's
no.
Too close to
We're a letter short or a letter off. You just switch a couple vowels around, and you got
it.
Hollywood at your fingertips. But
You got movie making magic.
you are set for that. There's a difference between the cult and the porn industry. It's just one letter.
Oh, God.
Who did
You
it?
know why I'm friends with him? Because he's done shit like this.
I love it.
I haven't even been up here for 5 minutes. I should calm
And
down.
we're already talking about pussy.
We're talking about cult taint and stuff.
But I will say, a little off topic though, I am writing a book, so, but it's the memoir about my life growing up, so
love
not about
that.
the paranormal. Just saying.
I was gonna slide another joke in
Books are
to
hard.
keep the
Give
to
me
keep.
your best shot, boy.
Well, I was gonna say your book's actually to brainwash people into your cult, but it's about your childhood and younger years. So I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to infiltrate your pureness with pureness.
This is how
Pureness.
people get roped
whoa.
into it. They're gonna get the
Not that
sad,
pure.
the sad backstory and like the craziness of like what all happened, and then they're gonna get like tuned into it and be like, oh, this is interesting.
Oh, I want to stab people now. I'm gonna go get my parents real quick. Like,
I'm gonna go get my parents.
What the
What the
hell?
fuck is happening?
I don't know what's happening.
But like realistically, Marilyn Manson, 100%
That
fuck.
was screwed up.
That's
I
why
don't
he
know
was a
that.
cult. He was
That
he was
was
in there
bad.
booking.
Do you
Marilyn
think-
Manson?
Not Marilyn Manson, whoever the fucking Manson.
Charles
name was.
Manson.
Charles Manson.
I was like Marilyn
I
Manson.
immediately was just like, for some reason I was
You
just
beautiful
like,
people. You beautiful people.
Exactly. For some reason it was just like, that was in my brain. Marilyn Manson, he might have been in a cult. I don't fucking know. He probably would.
He's related to Charles Manson. No, I mean I don't know that. That was just.
Dude, that would be wild if they were, though. If they were actually long lost brothers and they're both like part of an occult.
How old is
How
Marilyn
did this
Manson?
conversation get here?
It's because I joined. I apologize for my antics.
It's just this.
I joined and started talking.
Podcast brain. This is gonna happen.
Uh,
I think he's probably
Anyway.
in his 50s now, though. Young
Really?
Marilyn.
I feel like he's low key immortal.
Bro, he ate the head off a bat on stage. He's fucking immortal as shit. He'll never have COVID. He already
His real
had-
name isn't Manson. What a fucking poser, then.
That is a poser move.
I say we go get Marilyn Manson, aka known as Marilyn Swanson, probably, and You go kick him in a tank.
Marilyn phony, because there's no beautiful people when you're a phony.
Yeah, beautiful people aren't fake, Marilyn Manson. Somebody tweet him right now.
Somebody
Get me his agent.
No.
Get him on the horn. I want to fucking yell at
Let's
somebody.
get Marilyn Manson up on panel right now.
No. No.
Could
No.
you
No.
imagine?
No.
Could you imagine that, Patty? That'd
No.
be dope. He named himself after Charles Manson, though? Oh, so he is nutty.
No. Charles Manson is dead.
That is true. Who killed him? Me.
Me.
His real name is Brian Warner.
Stop it. That's
Get the
so-
fuck out of here.
Just call yourself Brian Warmer.
Just call yourself Bwanner. Call yourself Blitzkrieg at that point.
I've known Parasol for
Blitzkrieg.
But what's up, Parasol? Yeah, I don't know. I was just coming up with a name that started with a B. Brian Warner. Yeah, Brian Warner is Marilyn Manson.
What the heck is happening?
How did he get the stage name? Where did he come up with that other than obviously Charles Manson? Where'd the Marilyn part? Marilyn Monroe? Maybe he took Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson and said,
one of the two most interesting things in my life, Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson.
"Oh, it is exactly that."
No fucking way, dude.
I looked it up.
God. Oh my god. That just seems too
He
simple.
took the two most opposing American cultural icons he could think of and mashed them into one. Which, I mean, Marilyn Monroe is a lot different than Charles Manson.
Yeah, she was a floozy.
And he was a hot man. I'm kidding. No. But
Inspiration for us all.
he inspired so many people. Marilyn Monroe. Well, that makes sense though, because like that was an easy guess, because like Marilyn Monroe is like the only Marilyn I know.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know any other
like
Marilyn.
you know what I mean? Like
Out of fame, yeah.
who's famous with Marilyn? My first two answers would be Marilyn fucking Monroe.
Fucking
The other
Monroe.
guy. Wait,
And
now it
the
doesn't
other
seem
guy.
right to call him. What the fuck's his name? Wait, now it doesn't seem right to call him Marilyn Manson.
Brian Warner.
I'm having like this weird.
We just call him Brian.
Yeah, I'll call him Brian.
We just call him Brian.
You should have heard about his artwork. He has a band member named Twiggy Ramirez. Is one of them
Twiggy.
Richard Ramirez? Is one of them Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker?
That would be nuts.
That would make sense. They're going off of like killers, right?
Because give me the Beach Boys and free my soul.
Charles
He wanted to get lost in that bloody.
Charles Manson has a
Stabbing
connection
hole.
to the Beach Boys. Wait, Kindred, that is where Ramirez comes from?
What
Is
the
Richard
hell?
Ramirez? It's so obvious though. What's the other band member's name? Dahmer, Gacy, fucking Wingnut,
Could be anything.
Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees. I bet you would be called anything but his real name. That's his government name. Government
Jason
name.
Myers.
I have a question. Okay.
I
have
didn't
a
do it.
question.
Beef
I
shit.
Um,
Shit.
do you think,
Yes.
like, say for example, these people when they die, you go to investigate the places where they live. Do you think there's
Leatherface.
more evil activities because when they do die, because they were so evil, the evilness still resides in that one space. You know what I mean?
Do you think their evilness when they die, their evil spirit could lure in other dark?
Yeah.
I would believe
Like, is it like a
that.
cesspool?
I'd believe it. Like, how would it not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I would believe in it. Yeah, you go to investigate dark places.
I would
If-
think the seedy Underdark is attracted to the seedy Underdark.
Yeah.
That would be my.
Well, like, imagine this too, like, the places where, like, tragedy happens and stuff. I feel like that's where the spirits, you know, like, you're gonna get bad spirits that, like, reside, where it's, like, real heavy there.
Because I'm telling you, I still stand on the theory that energy and like stuff like that is like basically food.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
for
like
them.
that theory a lot though, where it's like it makes sense.
So
I like
if
thinking,
there's sad, anger, painful energy somewhere, of course something more.
yeah, it's gonna want to feed off of it.
It's gonna want where it's what it is.
Yeah.
You are what you eat, baby. Even when you're dead.
Yeah, that's and like another thing too is like, what if like when we go into these investigations, like we're perpetuating those feelings because that's how we feel, or like when we do get overwhelmed or affected or afflicted, however you want to call it, like that's what you're feeling is like that overwhelming sense of like the feeding that is happening.
It could be his septic tank of evilness. Oh, Leatherface. I'm just saying, dude. The new Texas Chainsaw game is amazing.
I have to play it still. My buddy's been telling me to download it.
It's so good. It's so much fun to just cut through them.
Just as they get your inner demon out.
Yeah, it excites me. I'm like, God, I love doing this. Maybe I should actually. No, I'm kidding. Don't become a
Don't do
serial killer,
that.
people.
The
Don't
tiny
become-
person behind me.
The tiny person.
The
Hey,
tiny
I'm a
human
tiny
being.
person.
Don't become a serial killer, guys.
Don't do it.
It's not worth it.
I didn't get glasses till I was 14, 15.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was blind as hell.
Me either. Me
I'm
either.
super blind. I'm so
So
fucking
I'm
blind.
actually dead ass visually impaired. At Josh, he knows. He's seen me walk.
I have a legally blind in my left eye,
Really?
but I can see. And I still play hockey too.
Yeah.
Very carefully.
It's more like central vision. Try walking around like this all day.
Oh god.
Yeah.
It's
That's
rough.
why I'm always turning my head and stuff.
I completely get it though.
It is interesting because lighting affects me. So I have this giant ass light when I investigate.
Yeah.
It's like, and I pointed at my face, and I'm like, I literally can't see anything. With the whole giant ass light. So I'm trying to, like I want to see, but I don't want you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think people realize too on investigations, like if you're doing like an estimate method, you don't necessarily need to be blindfolded if you're fucking sitting on the ground while everybody's standing over you with the fucking all the lights pointing at you with their cameras. I can't see a goddamn fucking thing.
Josh one-throating that beer.
Hey, busted nut.
One
One-throating. What's up, Rusty?
the long throating.
Yeah, dude, and that's why I also encourage people. It sounds scarier. Do Estes sessions in an entirely different room.
Mm.
Like have people ask questions in one room while you do respond in the other.
Right.
I also want to do sort of inspiration from Paranormal XP.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. The way they walk around and do the Estes.
Oh yeah.
I walked around and did an Estes once in a museum, and it was kind of weird.
Dude, it feels like a whole different ball game when you're walking around and doing it.
Because I almost feel like it encourages them to because let's say there's people in the room with you, spirits.
Yeah.
And you're walking around, you're going to inevitably unless they're running away from you. But I don't think they're that scared, right? Like you're
I
just
wouldn't
walking
even think
around.
that, yeah.
So they're probably just like, maybe they're talking to each other. And I feel like that's what happens a lot during Estes sessions is that they're more likely to talk to each other, and then you start saying what both of them are saying out loud, and then it makes it kind of confuses everyone, that's
Right.
investigating, but it's also true still, because you got to think, you're not just talking to the ghosts, like the ghosts are talking to other ghosts.
Right.
So that's the
that-
confusion you might hear
That's
during
the part
Estes.
that I don't think is played up enough. Is like me and Riley 100% think we caught Asher Walton at the Asher Walton house speaking to his wife Julia, and then we're almost positive once we got over to the window after we heard him tell his wife that he loved her, it was like he saw another spirit in wherever he was or however he was seeing it and told it to leave is what it seemed like, because I'm pretty sure me and Riley have an attachment too.
Oh.
His big oof.
Kindred, I wanted to add on, I forgot to. What we did is had the person which if you do this, you can't have like REM pods and stuff out. But we had the person in the room doing the Estes, but have a walkie-talkie.
Oh, and just hold it down.
And so, like, whenever they hear something, they shoot it over to you. Like, whatever, they boop. Or you can have one person in the room with them. It's kind of,
what me and Riley really like to
split.
do is, like, with our S-Box, we have the SD card slot. So we'll hit record while we're doing the Ested method. And that way, like, we'll keep a camera on one of us in the room or in the hallway, you know, where we're doing the Ested part, where we're doing, like, the headphones on. And then the other people will be back. And then we'll be able to hear on our, like, playback what came through on the Ested method instead of us just saying it or trying to listen to it out loud. It adds so much better, like, audio and, like, clarity to what's going on.
I want to record my Estes sessions.
Dude, unless you
how do
have
you
like
do
the
that,
S box.
by the way? I've seen people
It's
do
like
it.
it's like the S box is.
It's literally this. Like, it has like a record feature built into it because there's an SD
Oh, I'm gonna
card
get one of
slot.
those soon.
Well, did you see? I don't know when it'll be out or what it exactly will be, but Dave and Ryan, Paranormal Quest, they've talked about. They didn't go into detail, but they said briefly in, like, I think a live stream of Tommy's or like something. They've said it publicly, only as much as I know. They said they're working on something. Yeah, they're working on something with like an app guy or whatever that will allow you to record your Estes sessions.
That's so cool.
For
I love
the
that.
public
That'd
to
be cool.
use, for the public. That's true too, Kindred, yes.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, just do the SB7 with the digital recorder. I just feel that feels like a lot more work though. Like, and there's a lot more that could go wrong because I usually fucking struggle in the dark when I'm trying to get things to work.
The world is my oyster, and I have a big fat pearl in my ass.
Well, you better pinch it. I feel like Bikini Bottom doesn't know what's coming.
The what?
Bikini Bottom doesn't know what's coming.
No.
It's just about to be the biggest pearl just dropping right on Spongy's house. I shouldn't have said that because now my daughter is like, SpongeBob and Patrick are there.
SpongeBob and Patrick are in danger. Oh God, no! Help us all.
Drop a couple submersible nukes.
Well, hey there, sweet cheeks.
Oh, my birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks.
They all just say cheers, damn it! Oh, I cussed. Don't listen to me, kid.
Your mom's
birthday's
no. She 100% will tell me like, Dad, you're not supposed to say that stuff. Like,
You're like,
Kid
Alright.
is calling you out.
all right, okay.
I've trained her well, so.
Wait a minute. However, I said the F word at 5 years old. I was 5.
I can't even get her to
I
say
actually
anything.
said F you.
I flicked my mom off when I was like 7. Like here's the couch, and I was like, and she went right to me and was like, well, she didn't hit me.
Quick.
She didn't like beat me up, but she smacked my leg and was like, "Don't do that, don't do that shit." And I'm just like I went. Ah. I like laughed at her, and then she said, "You want me to get your dad?" I'm like, "Oh."
I can see it now, just like
No.
shoved down at like 7 years old and just looking up like, what's happening?
You're like, "This is it."
This is where I die. I will tell you a story. This is really off topic, but
Everything's off topic.
You know, this is like you said, Josh. Like, you know, this is us. But I when I was how old? I think I was 7. I must have been 7 or 8. And my mom was going through menopause. And
Sorry.
stuff like that.
He goes,
Sorry.
There's more
Sorry.
to
I'm
this
so.
story.
I'm.
There's more to this story. There's-
it just starts out my mom.
That's one hell of a start, man. That's one hell of a start. I'm sorry.
No, I think I was actually 14. No, I was 14.
Okay.
Going through
That's
menopause.
fine. I mean, it happens.
Anyway,
And then my mom went through menopause again.
listen.
Twice! No!
So we used to have this really long table, wall, and then at my old house we had the extra living room, and then so I called Mom a psycho bitch. Hey, you psycho bitch, what's wrong with you?
Oh my
You
god.
right.
Oh no! Psycho bitch!
Tommy's
Not
going
today.
Psycho killer!
I was done running around the table, and
Oh
she's
my
smarter
God.
than me, obviously, at that time. I was 14.
At that time, so not now.
At that time.
She pinned me with the table against the wall. Said, "Now you."
Oh, holy
I'm
shit!
like, oh,
What do I do?
yeah.
It's like, where are you gonna go now? One more. If I squeeze any bit more, I'll break your windpipe. Like, look, man, don't do it.
Just John Wick real like real fucking quick. Where it's like, what is happening?
You move another inch, your windpipe will be broken. I'll fake
God
the
damn it.
accident and I'll
Oh,
bury
that
you
was
with
so
an open
funny.
casket and no one will know.
And that story is actually in my book. That
Oh,
story
yes.
is actually in my
Love
book.
Day one read, I'm flipping right to it.
Oh,
14 years old?
God.
Mom went through
Menopause?
menopause. Mom went through menopause.
Keyword search, menopause. Where's that
Dead
at?
ass.
Ebook. What's the control thing to look up specific things? Or I don't know. It's like menopause. Type that out real quick.
Menopause.
Read that chapter out loud as Kermit the Frog.
Oh, God.
Oh, I wish I could do the Kermit accent. I simply cannot.
Wait, Patty, how long did you write that book for?
12 years, 14 years, what?
Ah.
You wrote it for that long.
No, because I was like on and off with it. Like I would write.
But so that means it has like 14 plus years of your life in it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But it's from when I was a kid, so I started.
Okay.
I
Dead
started when I was
ass.
20, and I told the story before, and I kind of just, yeah. So
You're a fucking author.
If I made a book, it'd be a very weird book.
There'd be a lot of butt stuff in mine.
yeah, that is true.
The first time I stuck it in and got it stuck in. That's the chapter. Stuck in and got stuck
Got
in.
it stuck in.
That's the chapter title. And then you're like, I want to read that.
The title of the book is Have You Heard of Pegging? Has nothing to
My
do with
book is-
anything.
My book is mainly about when I grew up, with have been in and out, having disabilities. But actually,
Yeah.
those of you who don't know, I am gay. I am a gay woman. So that is in that in my book. And if you don't like being gay,
That's cool.
people, then
Hey.
move on. Go
Read
on.
another book, bitches.
Read another book.
I just
That's
like,
fine. You
I'm
do
a
you.
gay woman.
But-
Like I immediately think of that like gif.
But I am not a woke lesbian.
I'm not a woke lesbian.
I'm not a woke-
Yes.
Just
That
saying.
is one way to put it. Holy
Just
hell.
saying, I'm not
That
woke.
is so.
Just saying.
I'm not
I'm gonna put that out there. I'm not woke. Sorry, guys.
No, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Menopause. is
Yeah, Josh
I'm a
knows
gay
my
woman.
Hey, that was like probably the best one, like single sentence you might have ever said in your life.
I do not associate with those people. I am not one of them. The woke-
Patty, I want to get a physical copy of the book and I want you to sign it and be like, I'm not a woke lesbian. And then do the little dash, and then just write Patty's Adventures or your name or whatever you want to do.
I need it.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
I'm actually independent. I don't give a
I will put that bic. I will put that book up on display all day, every day. It'll be sitting right next to like the Crow book right behind me. It's all good.
Oh, fucking god! Not another woke lesbian. Dude, that's legendary.
I don't need that image.
Oh fuck! That's t-shirt worthy right there.
That is.
That is some t-shirt worthy if I ever.
I'd wear it. Well, I don't know what would happen if I did, but
What do you mean those people?
No,
You mean those
t-shirt idea.
lesbians?
what do you mean those people?
What do you mean? I'm just reaching for a bag of nuts. God damn it. Oh, no, I'm quoting movies I haven't seen in 20 years.
I've been quoting Grandma's Boy a lot lately.
Dude, it's so good.
Grandma's Boy is one of the best films ever. I don't care what anyone says. I love the slapstick, dumb comedy.
It's
Happy
so
Madison, video games, weed.
Engage.
Yeah, right. Well, I kept talking. I kept saying the scene earlier to my girlfriend. I was like, she was wearing a red shirt. She was wearing a red shirt, and I go, stupid. I don't want to get too vulgar, but stupid fuck red shirted ass. Go eat a hamburger and choke on a cow dick. That's.
Oh my fucking god. I still love the parts where they're in the basement and he's like, hey monkey, like go get me a pizza. Like turn the channel.
It's like, I'm too baked to go to the devil's house. They look at the monkey.
Hey, look at the monkey.
Jump cuts to the scene where they're driving on the highway. He's like, drive monkey, drive. He's hauling ass.
God damn it. Or homie with the car bed. Fucking iconic.
Oh, yeah. Dude, your bed is a car. Yeah, but it's a fucking sweet car.
Fucking sweet car.
His like grandma drinks all the pot and she's like, I can hear my hair growing. It's like, my grandma drank all my pot. That's cool.
That's cool.
I mean, it's cool. Like, how many people get to say that in their lifetime? It's like, I love Jeff in that movie. Nick Swardson.
Oh, and then at the end too, homie's hooking up with that silver fox, and he's like,
Oh yeah, he's like, she goes, oh god, Patty, I don't know if I should keep saying this stuff in your stream.
we're out of here.
I'm not surprised with anything you say. So.
Well, I was gonna say the part where he looks at, he's like, or she looks at him and goes, I once gave Charlie Chaplin a hand job. and he goes, no way. Was he silent after that? And she's like, not when I was done with him. That's like, dude, that's golden.
God. And for those unwoke people, Charlie Chaplin was a very good movie maker back when the movies had no sound.
Off topic though, there are other, I found that, not gonna really do into it, but there are other people like me who are rational thinkers. Just gonna put that out there. Look at TikTok. So, I'm not gonna get political, but there are
TikTok?
Those people.
those.
I don't think I've seen the TikTok though. I live under a rock. If you guys haven't been able to tell,
If everything is off topic, doesn't it eventually become on topic?
We're
There's
gonna
always-
become the minority.
There's always a topic. It's just, is it the topic?
That's a good point. Is it the topic?
Everything somehow leads back to itself, and that is for good cause.
I always say everything leads back to butts.
God, you're not kidding. That is literally me to a
Everything is
damn T.
And it's butts.
Patty even says that, like, often. She's like, why do you always talk about butts? I'm like, yo, look.
Because everything in the epitome of everything is a butt.
Because everyone has a butt, therefore everything is a butt.
Everybody uses butts for other, maybe
Butts?
more than a couple purposes.
Butts are how you say something, but means something else. Or mean to lead on to something else. Butts are the perfect gateway. Butts are the perfect segue. There it is.
Butts take in and they push out.
Mm-hmm.
They're the
They give and receive. They're the perfect. If you want to, if you're
There you go.
aspiring to be anything, be an asshole, but not like that.
Wait,
Be an
no,
Not
got-
that
you're
be
asshole.
an
The
asshole.
one asshole. The other
accordingly.
asshole.
Be
Totally,
the
depending on the situation.
asshole.
Be the whole ass, not the asshole.
Yeah.
Be the whole ass. There you go. You can't be half the peach. You gotta be the full peach.
Why just be this when you can be, or why not just be this? My camera's not where it is. This when you can be this.
That's fucking.
When you can
amazing.
be.
There's only 3 people watching. I think we scared off everybody.
I hope we did. With
I-
the poopy.
It's
poopy
my
pants.
fault, isn't it? I joined and then everyone was like, "Oh no!"
Oh no,
more
I
people
gotta
are going.
go. I
Okay.
just put my dunce cap
I
on.
started talking about cults and stuff.
No, people will.
Hello.
Hi.
She said, "My contacts are still blurry. Butts everywhere. Shit. and
That's
everything.
unfortunate.
Such is life.
My condolences.
Butts shitting everywhere.
Tell,
Oh, I've
tell,
had that problem.
just tell,
Like,
just tell her my
talking to
condolences. I'm sorry her
No
contacts.
condolences are condolences. That's my mom. That's what. Whoa!
Oh no! What just happened?
I smacked Violet across the face on accident. Her glasses went flying. I don't know why they're still blurry.
Oh no!
Contacts be defective.
You're asking the wrong guy.
I don't fucking know.
I've never had my vision.
problems.
My
It must be
vision.
fucking nice.
I am fortunate.
Blind 24/7.
I am
Oh,
fortunate
I wear
because
contacts. I wear contacts. Sometimes my contacts get blurry. I have to put eye drops in. It's fine.
Oh.
Put eye drops in.
that actually, Donna, is that a thing? Like, did she
Deadass.
accidentally put 2 in the same eye? Like, could you?
You're dead ass
That
two in
happened.
the same
That
eye will
happened.
do that.
Or on backwards? I didn't know that was a thing.
I've had 2 in the same eye before.
Dude, I'll give props to the people that put contacts in their eyes. That shit looks scary.
I'll do it live on fucking.
Is it bad? Is it bad?
Not really. Like if you can go like this and like touch your eye.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
I've done
like,
that before.
not-
I mean, yeah.
It's basically that. You just have to like kind of get it a little bit closer to the middle of your eye and put a little
Ugh.
bit of pressure.
Eyeball
It's not as bad
anything,
as
man.
you think. They
Like,
kind
when-
of just suction to your eye for real though.
As soon as like the moisture, like kind of like
Yeah,
It's like-
once the like the sides like touch the sides of your eyes, it kind of just pulls them in. The only thing that does kind of suck is taking them out.
yeah. I was about to say taking
I-
them out seems scarier.
Just
I've
pinch
had
them.
contacts
Ugh,
that
what the
like
fuck?
all the way on the other side,
Oh,
and I have
Oh,
to
no.
go like this to move it back into.
See, mine does
Yeah.
that, but it goes up sometimes. Where it'll like
Oh.
I'll like close my eyes to blink, and it'll like shift up, and I'll have to like pull my eyelid out and then shift it down.
oh.
It ain't terrible though. I don't mind it. It's better than these because like when they start looking like this, and I'm like, guys, I swear I'm not ugly or stupid.
It's like I'm not gone.
Yeah.
Woo! Ain't nothing like that.
Smacked dirty.
Smack dirty. What we say in this house. Smacking dirty.
Good. I'm glad.
I
That's
think
what
I'm gonna hit it at the 2-hour mark, so I think that should be good.
Another what? 22 minutes.
I guess seen any good movies lately though, for real?
No,
You.
I have not watched anything.
I don't ever watch anything outside of YouTube videos.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
YouTube's.
I watch Netflix every now and then, but because I'm hard of hearing, I
Yeah.
really don't like going to movie theaters
Right.
because there's no fucking closed captions.
Do I gotta like?
Why just
Get over
like
here,
watch
maybe?
movies at home?
There we go. Now I'm
Huh?
bigger. That makes more sense.
What about?
Nothing. I just want to look more in tune with like the frame because I'm like tiny when I'm over here, but like if I'm up here, I'm
You
bigger.
need to change your camera. Didn't you used to have your camera like facing you? Like,
Well,
right
no, because I did, but that was a shitty ass Logitech 720p camera. This is a GoPro, but the thing is,
Oh,
I've been using my PlayStation as a basically stand for my GoPro when I'm not using it. So it goes right in this empty space here, but that would be pointing right at me. You know what I mean? Like that would pull. So I'd look. The angle's different,
Oh,
but it's only like not even a foot difference, but it changes the angle drastically. He just
Sorry, I had to
like
walk away for a second.
just like-
Appeared back really quick. The Last Kingdom is actually really good. I have seen The Last Kingdom. Riley watched it too. I
You know what?
I binge watch shit real late at night, and it's always either something stupid like people playing video games or stuff that I wish I could be doing.
the one thing I want to say rewatch, but I also just want to say watch for the first time is the entirety of Texas Chainsaw. Since I'm
Dude.
getting into the game, I've seen them, like most of them, but I was like way too young to really be soaking in the. I don't want to say knowledge because
Gore.
because dismembering people's not really knowledge, but the latest one I saw was the newest one on Netflix, and I gotta say, it kind of pissed me off. Like that movie kind of upset me because it ended so like
rough.
I'm glad he killed him. Okay. they were so dumb about how they carried themselves throughout that movie. I'm like, whoa, what?
How did you expect to live?
Like, why are you making all these mistakes? Just go, leave,
Swap it.
get out of the town and haul ass.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based on Ed Gein's murders.
Yes. God, I was like,
wild.
I don't want to talk about that stuff because Patty will get like demonetized with the whole. Well, I was about to say something, but I'm not gonna say it. It was something about the shoe box that they found. I'm not gonna. I'll leave it. Yeah. Nope.
Wildness. Dude, true crime is very, very fascinating though. As terrible as it is, it's super fascinating because that just proves to me that there's monsters that live among us.
yeah. Real monsters. I'm
You don't
more
have to
afraid
be.
of, I'm more afraid of people than I am.
Dude, 100%. Like I will never, ever go out in public and not feel like in the back of my brain at some point maybe I'm gonna encounter like a fucking mass shooter or just somebody that's just completely fucking insane.
When we go out
Well-
to eat, I have to be like facing the door and watching the door.
That's fair. I mean, I don't trust anyone.
I can't anymore. I've seen too much shit. Dude, docs and stuff like right now, my big one has been Coffee House Crime. That one's interesting because he does it like a light take on it. He does like the victims like no, I didn't eat all.
Dude,
of
true
it.
crime and stuff.
It's one of those things where like I want to cover it, but I also don't want to cover it incorrectly and not pay homage to the people that need it. And I don't want to make it about the people that did it.
It's scary because of the fact that it can happen again.
Oh, 100%.
And just because someone is like, I like this, and
look at the Columbine killers. Like people envy them after
I
the
was
fact.
in middle school. I was in middle school when that happened. I was 14 years old.
God, when was that? What year was that?
90s, wasn't it? Like early
It was
90s?
in the 90s.
Okay, so I wasn't even.
1998.
I remember we were told
96,
about it. Like, hey guys, this is.
Yeah, I was a year old at that point.
I was in 6th grade.
That's insane.
Holy hell, that must have been scary as a 6th grader.
Yeah,
Dude.
I fear for all the kids that are going to school now because of all
I've
the
had
and shit.
the area around here has had gun threats, dude. And I'm like, dude, if I have a kid someday and there's a gun threat going around on social media, they ain't going that day. They ain't going that day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit.
I'm like half and half on like if public school is the way to go, like I hope I find the right one and that never happens, but like if there is any threats like that, I don't give a fuck if I have to hire somebody to come to my house every day and teach her, because it's like I don't want her to go through that.
No, that's actually something that it's actually scary because it's
I
right
remember,
here. Like it's been a threat right here, like not even 2 miles down the road from me. Like
insane.
I remember
Shit's wild.
there was the mass shooting no, yeah, in uh, Orlando, in a gay club,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
and
remember that.
I was at a gay club in Boston that night,
When
and
it happened,
yep, yeah, I was in Boston.
dude,
The other one,
my
wait, the other one was in Florida, and so I'm headed
Oh
home.
yeah.
I'm done. I'm done. Had a great night with
my
friends. Had
yeah,
some
my
drinks.
anxiety would just be
And
like,
Yeah, after
then
like
my
the
mom
glow
calls me.
shooting and shit.
My mom calls me, Patty. Did you hear the news? There's been a shooting in a gay club, and I'm like, what
The
are you
fuck?
talking about? Wait, Boston? She goes, no. Boston News is in Florida. And I went back to my old apartment at the time, and I
Oof.
was like, oh my
yeah, no,
god,
that was chilling. Like I
that
got
was
like kind of goosebumps thinking about it right now. Like, and even what Donut just said, like it's happening now in like private schools, Catholic
It's
schools,
everywhere.
church.
It's church.
You
Yeah,
are not
malls,
the
churches,
truth. The
everywhere.
truth is you are not safe.
No,
no.
Anywhere you go, you are not safe.
there's
And I
no
live
answer
by
to the
that,
problem.
and it sucks, but you are not safe. It doesn't matter where you are, what time it is,
Mm,
how many others are around you. The amount of security does not matter.
No, not at all.
And it sucks that we live in a day and age where it's like that. And honestly, I feel like it might only get worse. So,
Fuck. I know I'm on wheels.
Then we
your locomotive.
Yeah, I'm just long. I figured I
I'm
could
just
grab it.
long. I can
How
just.
tall are you? How tall are you?
6'1".
God
5 foot.
damn,
I'm
dude! I'm like
5 foot.
I'm
5.
lanky.
I'm like 5'7".
Josh, he's
I'm
gonna
like
play
Tommy's
for
height,
me.
dude.
Yeah, I stand quite tall, like quite taller than Tommy and Riley.
Tommy might have like an inch on me. I think an inch or two.
Yeah, Jenna's actually an inch taller than you, actually. That's so
What the
funny.
buck?
Short kings. No, you're
I'm
an inch
such a
taller.
short
Short
guy.
kings.
It's all good. I got friends that are shorter than me, so
Oh,
I
I'm
got
fine.
real
I'm
lucky.
fine.
Like my friend group, like is super tall compared to me. So like the kids that I grew up with in school, they're all
God.
like 6'1" plus. So like 3 of them are over 6'7".
Holy hell!
Yep.
I'd be like, nice to meet you.
Yeah, no joke. Like I have to look up to a couple of them, and it's like this isn't right. Everybody looks up to me. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Kindred, inch on you or in you? Both.
In you.
When we're talking about Tommy, he has an inch on me and in me. Sorry,
I mean,
that
if you don't have an inch of Tommy in you, have you really lived? Every little inch counts.
even the thumb game on fleek, as they say. I guess I don't think they say
I mean,
that.
like if
Oh.
you're I would say if you can get that little wiggle in there, it's everything.
My buddy Ryan has the hitchhiker thumb where it curls back some.
Yeah, where you get the real hard like.
It like hits a 90-degree L, dude, and you're like, whoa, dude, that shit's
How
wild.
do it work like that?
It's like in and then up, and you're like, oh,
Dude, my fingers just hurt.
just like college.
It immediately makes me think of like fucking like scoliosis of the fingers, where it's like no.
Oh, I broke my finger a year ago.
I think my
you see the
finger's
curve?
broken.
Yeah.
Look at my finger, dude.
Curve, dude. Oh, my
That's
God.
that's my finger. Sticking
I
straight.
do-
That's my pinky up finger. It's curved as shit. Here's my other one. Like it's good.
I've never actually
good.
broken like a finger, but I've broken hand bones and other things like that. So
I don't think I broke it, or maybe I did, and I just never got it.
Dude, Patty is 100%. You can tell which hand broke and which didn't because you can see the difference 100%.
I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I
Oh,
went to
shit.
get up, and I went to grab the person to flip him over, and I was like, ow, okay. You're in the
Ow.
moment, you're trying to beat the guy.
Spar is over.
And I
Fatality.
was like, this hurts. I have such a high tolerance to pain.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I tried
That's like
biting
me,
it,
yeah.
wrapping it, and it was too late.
Like I'm good. I'm ready to punch you.
Shake it off. Fuck it. You want to fight again, bitch?
I'll break my toes next.
Fucking tailbone.
I know
I
how
want
to
that
fight,
bitch go
but-
too.
I know how to fight.
I don't need this ass.
I don't need that ass. Everything always goes back to ass.
There it is. Yeah.
But real talk though, like, what's that fight, that movie with what's his nuts in it. You know what I'm talking about?
What's his nuts?
Not Fight Club. It's the other one,
What's his nuts?
the newer one, where it's like MMA fighting in the backyard. You know what I'm talking about?
That's some scary
It's
shit
not
right there.
Step Up. I don't know what the fuck it's
Slice?
called. No,
One of my
Kimbo
favorite-
Slice is fucking nuts though. And rest his soul.
Yeah, Kimbo Slice,
Yeah,
R.I.P. to the homie. God, I mean,
Bro,
he was,
I watched him damn
dude,
near,
he-
like knock a guy's eye out.
dude. Them backyard scraps were, dude. I
Not
could watch
fucking
them.
play with.
I could watch them all day, dude.
Dude, people are bringing that back. That's the thing. I've
Fuck
seen like
that.
a lot of TikToks where they're like chain linking it up and getting like these fight clubs back there. I actually on the internet recently I saw there was a fight club somewhere down south where you would get paid extra for biting and ripping somebody's flesh off by biting them and
What?
eating it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh
And
no!
eye gouging
That's
was
not-
allowed, and like it was a no holds bar, everything goes fight, like underground fight thing.
We'll see a film on that in like 5 years, 10
No
years.
fucking
Yeah,
joke,
pretty
you
much.
probably will. But then they had to say like, well, okay, you're gonna get like disqualified if you eye gouge, but everything else is still fine.
Oh my God.
But you can still do it. You're just
Rips
not
the
gonna win
testy
fight.
off.
Dude. Straight up, like nut punch, like whatever, go for it.
Fuck that, dude.
I'm pretty sure it's like you can wear like fucking steel toe boots and shit, where it's like, dude, what the hell? You're gonna kill each other.
This is Street Fighter, but like
Yeah.
Baltimore edition.
Yeah, straight up hood boys going at it.
Dude, screw that. I would
No, I'm not
not.
doing that.
I would not sign up. I don't like fighting. Okay.
I like boxing sometimes.
I've boxed. Yeah.
fun.
I was the kid that was out in the biggest yard in the neighborhood, and we would have gloves, and we would just like go to town. Someone would hit the 3-minute timer. All right, let's hit each other, and it's like, all right, dude, let's go. And like, it was there was no grudge. You know, it was your friend
Yeah,
you were hitting.
there's no beef.
Like, hit me, dude. Come on, let's go. We got gloves. We're good.
That's
I've been
exactly
I've been
what you're
clocked
like.
a good amount of times, and I've clocked
Riley's
people.
punched me square in the face before, and I was just like, haha.
It's like, yeah, this is
You're like,
gonna
this
be
is what- now that we're men.
right. We have facial hair.
And we just punch each other square in the jaw. It's like, hit me in the button.
Come on,
It's all like tortilla
gut
chips.
punch me. Look, I'll take it.
Right now. Fucking
I
hit me.
actually speaking of fighting, my first fight was in second grade. Because
Yeah.
the kid was, why was it always boys picking up me? Like trying to
Boy. Sorry, I just said boy, but like demon. I just had a demon come out of me.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not surprised.
I like when they come in and out.
In second grade, when I was in school, and the kid was picking on me, and he was hitting me, so I hit him back. And I
That's
got in
right.
trouble. I got
See,
in trouble
that-
because I hit back and I fall back. If you hit me, you're gonna expect
Yeah, you
me
gotta
to-
fight back. Psychic mediums, though. I believe in them.
Psychic
honestly.
mediums.
For a long time I didn't believe that they were real. I think a lot of the ones that you see on TV are definitely fake. But like there's been a few people that I ran into that have like presented me like actual evidence that there is like realistically like probably more than not something there.
I believe that
believe.
there are psychic mediums. Have I
Also,
ever
don't be a bully.
have I ever been in the presence of one and investigated with like one that was like, you know, a part of the investigation? I don't think so.
I don't think I have either really.
Would it be dope?
Well, that's
Yes, I would
technical.
send it.
It would be fucking sick. I guess like for me, like I think me and Riley are more like in tune with like the spirits around us whenever we go on investigations, and same with Jenna. Or like maybe it's just because like I'm more empathic. Like I have no idea, but it just
I'm
seems
an
like we
empath.
always
I'm
catch
an
shit like
empath.
that.
My thing is, I don't know what it is, but it seems like every place I go to, I have a hunch, and I'll point at a piece of equipment, and it'll go
it just
off,
happens, to
and it
be
goes
there.
off.
What about the SK Pierce mansion? Did you have a hunt there?
Did I do any of that there?
Yeah.
I've never been.
Did I do any of
Pretty
that
girl.
there? I think I did it with the REM pod. It wasn't in my video just because of how chaotic the moment was and nothing of it really lined up. But like, in the nursery room, that REM pod went ballistic.
That's
And I was like, I looked at it, and I was like, I just felt it. I was like, and I looked at it, and it was just like, and it just went off every color. And then I stepped out of the room, and it turned and it went off. And I was
Dude,
like, all right,
that's
well, if I
wild.
come back into the room, just make that go off if you don't want me in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Steps into the room, and it just goes off again.
That's
Like-
so wild.
And I'm like, all right, well, out of respect, I'm not going to film in this room. And then that's when
Yeah.
the thud happened upstairs, Patty. All
Oh,
that
yeah.
craziness.
And
So I was like,
Dad
oh
was
shit!
freaking
Like that
out.
happened right after that. So and there were sirens going down the street. So I thought a bomb or something blew. I thought a transformer blew up down the
Jesus.
road.
You know what's
So I was
weird,
like,
though?
what the fuck is
You know
happening
what's
here?
weird, though? I didn't hear it, and you didn't hear it.
I thought it was outside. It was like,
I didn't hear it. Also, you could see my camera pan to Sam, and then everybody, the girls were going out the door, and I have my camera locked on the cat ball.
literally, if I would have put it in the video, you would have seen me go, what the fuck? Like, say just that. Look outside, filming outside as there's fire trucks going by. There
That's so
were. I don't know why. It was just the timing, and that's why I thought it was something outside. I thought like something blew up, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then Kyla was like, "Is that the girl screaming?" And I'm like, "What?" And all of a sudden I hear it, and it's upstairs, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" So we like went out the door, and then that's when we opened that door that led up those
You
steps.
see the camera panning to you guys.
And then-
what happened.
I think Danny was at the top of the steps.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
and then you all came down and went into the nursery with us.
Mhm.
And then there was no activity. So that was wild. I didn't put it in the video just because
Hold on.
it didn't make sense. Like it didn't connect.
Yeah.
There was nothing there that would have been like. It just I don't know. And I wasn't even focused on like the equipment. I was like looking outside. Camera kind of down because I thought it was something actually going on outside, so
Yeah.
I didn't care to like film it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
My camera work wasn't focused on capturing what's going down. I'm just like kind of like, what the hell? I'm like, are we good right here? Are we safe? Like something on fire? Like what the hell? I thought,
Yeah, like wait a minute. What's
thought a
what
car
is
might have
really
blown up. Like
happening? Was
yeah.
it my car?
Am I fucked? Am I stuck here? How do I explain this to insurance? Yeah, I'm in a haunted mansion. My car blew up. What?
I'd love to own a haunted mansion though, or at least a haunted office.
Haunted mansions are the best just because of the vibe, man. It's Scooby Doo out the ass.
I really want to own that mansion, man. Oh God, can't.
It's so.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, that's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been inside of.
Me too.
It's elegant. It's clean. It's well kept. It is almost like it's livable.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
SK Pierce was honestly like a bucket list spot of mine for real,
Really?
and
Yeah.
I want to go
I
back.
remember.
And I want to go back.
Yeah.
I always say like Asher, only because it was just so clean and nice. And
I'm
we had
so
much
I'm
to
so
look at.
sad. I was supposed to collab at that place with Clayton and
Yeah.
Spirit Stalkers back when they did it. I was a part of that collab, but money got involved and I couldn't make the trip and all this shit.
Yeah.
And it bummed me out. But like from
It
what
was
I've
so
seen, man.
understandable though.
Yeah, I mean, I literally could not get there and back
No.
with the amount of money I had. So it's
Yeah.
like, well, I can't do it, guys.
If I
Sorry.
could, I would.
But definitely expect some stuff with those guys in the future.
Well,
Right.
I
That's
definitely
what we
wanna-
always say.
Where
I can't wait to collab more in the future with everybody.
It's gonna be whatever I do with them is gonna be a blast, and
yeah.
their current videos have to prove of that. Like they're.
Mhm.
I love Jake Noah. I love Clayton. I love Clayton's.
Clayton, Jake,
I love
and
AJ.
Anthony. They're all great. Honestly, everybody in this paranormal community that we've had on our show personally, and everybody that I know just through the networking is like I would literally spend an entire week with you in an abandoned, like like in a haunted place, and absolutely enjoy the fuck out of it.
Yeah, like the vibes. Every time I've been, like, it's always a good time.
Mhm.
And it's just a kick-ass time to. I've told Patty this, like I told Tommy this. I like. It's not even the investigation. I just like hanging out with you, because like
That's really what it is.
intertwined with all this. You can just vibe with them already, and you talk to them a lot on like live streams or chats. So you're already connected, and then when you just meet each other in person, then it's just go time. Like
I haven't laughed that hard in a really long time.
oh, we were crying over at Patty's house. We were having a good old.
We were saying like really stupid shit.
I love that.
Something about butts. I think butts were involved as always.
Butts are always involved.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. It's like if I'm collabing with you, I don't want it to just be. I don't want to meet you at the location. I want to meet you like a day or two before.
Right.
We can shoot the shit, hang out, whatever, be stupid together.
Yeah, get a drink, get a bite to eat.
And then we can send it into the realm of the afterlife, and then film that good.
And then give each other handies afterwards because we're so happy.
And then and we're like, oh, dude, we just captured something good. Let me kiss you, and then you just do that.
Yeah, I like hugging and face licking and all that goodness.
You want some spit? Is that enough spit?
Is that a spit?
Wasn't planning a para orgy.
Plan a para orgy.
I have never heard the term para orgy in my life, and I love it.
I'm all for it.
Can we get hashtag para orgy on Twitter, or in chat, everywhere? God, Patty, how many is that? 2. That was your
4.
second. That was
4.
what?
That was that for it.
That was your 4th? What'd you get, a 6 or a 12?
I got a 6.
That's what I got. I got a 6.
Para orgy paranormal.
Oh, what a good name.
I don't want a 12 pack on a Thursday. I'm good.
That's why you don't drink all 12 on the Thursday.
Huh?
That's why you don't drink all 12 on the Thursday. You just kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, Saturday I'll buy another.
But you do you, boo.
Saturday
Ooh.
I'll buy another 6-pack and I'll hang out with you on your birthday.
Banquet just told me to get your hands dirty.
Ooh.
Don't mind if I smack it dirty a little bit, Banquet.
Wop wop.
I'm gonna have to keep this bottle cap just because it aligns with my beliefs.
Oh, you know my pop-up?
It's like a fortune cookie. But
It aligns with my beliefs.
You know my pop-up? Me and Trevor talked about my pop-up. He used to collect bottle caps.
oh, he was ready for Fallout.
He was ready for Fallout.
He was ready for Fallout.
What do you mean?
You ever played Fallout?
Patty I don't think Patty plays video games. Basically bottle caps. Okay, so like nuclear bombs went off across the world.
Mm-hmm.
Detrimated everything, made crazy mutated creatures.
It's now just paper.
Yeah, the money is these. This is money in the apocalypse.
Okay.
His bottle caps.
I'm fucking starving.
You and me both.
You wanna wrap it? You wanna end it?
Probably.
Wanna wrap it, tap it?
Yeah.
Better wrap my willy and go be silly in the kitchen. 'Cause you know I'm about to make everything so that I can fucking grab.
No, go for it. Go
I know
for it.
those nights where you just like eat the whole fridge.
Just
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Well, anyway, thank you guys for coming up. I appreciate it. Another good live stream, pretty much. Chat, everybody, good to see you. Hodge, as always.
It's been fun, chat. Kindred Donut.
Everybody.
Who else? Everybody else. Kindred
Who
Donut.
else?
Parasolo, Rusty Nut. Myself.
And make sure you subscribe,
Chris,
guys.
Chris, thank you, you fucking crazy ass. You didn't have to do what you did tonight, but I'll kiss you Saturday. Yeah.
All right, good night, guys. Bye.
I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you.